something tonight to those people who believe in replacement theology, that the Kehillat, or the believers, replace Israel, the Jewish people. And I want to call that tonight a heresy. Because if you read your scriptures, you'll find out what God says differently. Such as in Amos chapter 9 at the end, where he says he will raise up the fallen booth of David and wall up its breaches, and he will raise up its ruins, and they will rebuild as in the days of old. This is, behold, skip on, behold, days are coming, declares the Lord, when the plowman would overtake the reaper, and the treader of grape him who sows seed, when the mountains will drip swift line, and all the hills will be dissolved, and I will also restore the captivity of my people Israel. And they will rebuild the ruined cities and live in them. They will also plant vineyards and drink their wine, and make gardens and eat their fruit. I will also plant them on their land, and they will not again be rooted out from their land which I have given them, says the Lord your God. I'm sorry, friends, tonight this is a heresy. You as believers cannot say this. See what he says? He's going to put them back on their land. He's going to plant them there again and not pluck them up. And this has happened in the last century. It's time for you believers to wake up and realize that God still has a place for the Jewish people. The Apostle Paul said to the Romans in the 1st century CE that blindness in part has come to Israel until all the fullness of the Gentiles come in, until all the nations hear. Then shall all Israel be saved. I'm living proof of that tonight. I am Jewish, and I believe in Yeshua as the Messiah. And what has happened was that the Jewish people had a wrong interpretation of Messianic prophecy. That believed that there would be two Messiahs, that one would come first and conquer, the other would come and die in battle. And it was misunderstood. Messiah had to come first to deal with sin. Then he'll come and conquer. He will come and deliver Israel from all her enemies and save the world. But friend, tonight you cannot cast aside Israel. You cannot say God has replaced Israel. The believers do not replace Israel. The believers are only those called out from all the nations. So read your scriptures, friend. Read Ezekiel 36, where he talks about bringing them back into the land and giving them a heart of flesh for a heart of stone. He says to Israel that they are graven on his hand. Wake up. Wake up. Realize God has planted. It happened in 1948. God reestablished the nation of Israel. The fig tree blossomed that Yeshua spoke about in Matthew chapter 24. So wake up. The blindness in part is passing from Israel. And the Jewish people are waking up, so you wake up too and realize that you do not replace the Jewish people. You are only those called out from all the nations. And God is restoring Israel, and they will be the preachers one day.